Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Right On. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being a patron. These will go public at some point, but it's not right now, which is October of 2022. And this is where I open up my book to you, and I read a random thing out of it and explain it. Maybe. We'll see how this works. Here we go. Oh, this is the old book. This is not new. The thing is that I think that I've repeated some of these, but we're gonna see how this works out. I think I've done this one. If not, I'm gonna come back to it. No, I think I've done that one too. I know this is not making for great television right now, but I think I'm just gonna go back to what I initially had. So, actually, F it, we're just gonna do it. If we hit something new, here we go. Hey, little dude, I think he said, and there he was, one of my first childhood heroes. Skin a shade pale golden and blonde curls twirling against gravity, he looked like Adam Warlock with a mullet. And if you don't know who Adam Warlock is, he beat Thanos and saved the damn galaxy. And a mullet in 1987 was only the second coolest thing that year, second to the Twins winning the World Series. So on a scale of 0 to Michael J. Fox, this guy was pretty fucking radical. Timmy. Said his name was Timmy. And then he handed me the rectangular magic device from his hands. And he said, give it a try. The man paused his joy and gave me divine power, a 4-year-old's most feral imagination. Timmy gave me my first introduction to video games. Gamebox, which was a game box with a company name that loosely translates to leave one's fortune in the hands of fate in Japanese. And by the old gods and the new, I wielded that Nintendo power like a fresh addict. He taught me that you don't need to motion the controller to jump. Just need to press the button. And he taught me that to play a one-player game with a friend, you have to share it. You can't go up by yourself. You see, a 4-year-old brain was able to commit the colors and the agency to control them on a screen to memory. And that's cool, the stuff a childhood hero would show you. And today, more than twice Timmy's age, when I met him that night, I just don't see him much as the same hero anymore, because he handed me the controller. And there's like there's a star that goes off. I'll tell you about this little star thing in a little bit. I'll figure that out. So he handed me the controller. The memory is cool, but the lesson never dies. And that's what makes Timmy a legend to me. And you know what they say about legends. I'm not gonna finish that last line for you because you should know it. So that's half of a poem titled Timmy. And my cousin, second cousin, to me it's like a older uncle or brother. He passed away recently, and it was untimely, it didn't have to happen, but I wrote this poem for him because when I moved to Minneapolis from New Orleans, you're super short, you're 4 years old, so everybody looks like a giant, and you're like, oh God. And I crept away from everything. People are laughing and talking loud, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, there's all these, adult white folks, and nobody looks like me. And, I scanted off into this, hallway, and I heard loud noises and like bangs and like weird sounds that I never heard before, and colors coming from a friggin' room, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I peek inside, and it's Timmy playing Super Mario Brothers. Now my brain at that point, I was probably like the closest thing to a hallucinogenic. I was like, that's impossible. What is that? And so I crept in, he showed me how to play, I'm playing, he's got a mullet, looks like, Adam Warlock. I mean, throwing the references. And he was just the coolest dude, man. The coolest dude. And so in his passing, I wrote him that poem, and the thing that I started doing after that was writing poems for people that are still here. To give them their flowers while they're here. And I really, really wish, I know that he can hear me doing that poem. I know that he knows I've written that poem, but while he was here, in this life, in this world, I wish he could have heard it from me, because I think that would have meant a lot to him. And I think we mean a lot to people more than we know it, because Timmy, I don't think he knew that. I don't know if he knew that he meant that much to me. So I wrote him that poem, and that's gonna go into the next book of poetry. Whew, we got some memorizing to do. Got some new neural pathways to light up. We'll see if kick the old lawnmower into action again. Yeah, that was my poem, Timmy. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for. Oh, and it's gonna go the collection of work that it's gonna go into is gonna either be titled Shotgun or Enter the Kraken. Pretty sure it's gonna be titled Shotgun. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.